babies.
Is it the same intro you used last week? You're muted, which makes sense.
Nope.
I mean, it's fine.
It's not. It's not.
Still relevant. Still talking about him.
I guess.
It's not. It's not the same. I fucking put time and effort into it today.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. It looks great. Do you know what's more relevant is the MLB trade deadline, which ended 2 hours ago, and the Red Sox did. But I'm here to. I'm going to tell you why it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to tell you why it's completely fine that the Red Sox yet again went poo-poo at the trade deadline. And I guess we're going to talk about the offensive line problems again, like we did last week. Or didn't. I don't really remember. Ray's probably right. I'm probably wrong on that. But as we always do, let's start the show with some opening takes. Bobby Robb is back from vacation. Looks good. New room?
Yeah.
Great. Excellent. Why don't you kick us off with your opening take?
Well, as we careen towards the season here for the Patriots, we're sure to question a lot of decisions made by Mike Vrabel on the roster, play calls, staffing issues. But I'm going to question the decision he's already made, and that's bringing Joe Mazzulla to practice. What the fuck was that about? So all Joe Mazzulla does is ask, and he just shows up. That's some Gerard Mayo shit, okay? He waltzed him around practice. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Waltzed him around practice all year last year, and what happened, okay? Off to a real bad start here, Vrabel. And then you're saying he's fantastic. He's not fantastic. He's a turd. Stop it.
Do you think Mazzulla asked to go? That'd be a real beta move if he asked to go to Patriots.
That's what the story.
You just showed up.
That's what the story said. It said he asked to go, and then Vrabel allowed it.
Oof, that's a beta move, Joe. Beta move. So I don't even know if you can put all that on Vrabel. I guess allowing him come in, but it's not like Vrabel went out of his way to bring him in.
Yeah, she used to say, "No, I don't allow turds in my camp. Goodbye."
Hey, Mike, can I come to practice? Ray, your opening take.
Thanks, Rich. If any player that you take high in a draft, whether the sport, and that said player comes in out of shape, complaining about humidity, and even though they grew up in Louisiana, and then you get ragdoll the first day of pads, it's not a good look for you and that team. And for as much stock as we put into Will Campbell, this is not a good look at all. Will Campbell has been struggling. The reports is not good. I mean, he does have some bright spots, but more bad spots for him throughout camp so far, and being 4 overall, not a good look.
I want to applaud the effort on the point you tried to make through that gaggle of word salad that came out of your mouth at that point.
Thanks.
I would definitely want to talk about the struggles Will Campbell is having at camp, specifically in the department of, I would assume, swamp ass. Out there in the heat. And thanks for bringing that to our attention, Ray. Well done. I'll go with my opening take. I'll move it back to baseball. I told you it's okay. It's okay the Red Sox did nothing. And if you haven't already, you have to succumb to what the Red Sox are now and have been for half a decade, if not more, which is a team run by a man who wants a steady business, a steady profit, and they are not championship driven. And as long as you go, it's just like life. As long as you go in with very little to no expectations, it's very hard to be disappointed, which was me in this deadline. Anybody thinking that Joe Ryan was coming here is a buffoon, okay? Dustin May is your Joe Ryan, and that's the best you're going to do as a Red Sox fan at the trade deadline for the foreseeable future. So come join me in the land of non-disappointment when, you just don't give a shit because you understand what you're dealing with here. And that what we're dealing with is John Henry's a cunt. So we'll talk about that. The Patriots training camp. We'll kick off football because Red Sox, unlike me, most of you were disappointed by the deadline. So let's talk cheery with the Patriots. Still, the rainbows and sunshine are dampening just a little bit down there. Maybe that has to do with Joe Mazzulla, Bobby. Some of it has to do with Will Campbell swamp ass. But more often than not, we're hearing sunshine and rainbows. It's Super Bowl or bust for the Patriots. So let's put a little dark cloud over that if we can. We've got 10 questions from a guy named Rob. The Red Sox at the deadline. This or that from Chief Bobby and Simplest Minds of the Week. Another full show for you here on the Simple Minds Sports Show Friday Rewind live Thursday, July 31st. What the? How'd that happen? Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot.
You can start the show, Rick. Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot.
All right, welcome to the Simple Mind Sports Show. If you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. It's a beautiful panel this evening. If you're listening on a favorite podcast platform, congratulations. Wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell your friends, as always, tell your mothers, and tell them about the SimpleMindSportsShow.com and join the newsletter. We've got free merchandise from iloveboston.com. We're giving away posters and canvas and t-shirts. So join the newsletter. The podcasts and blogs come to you every Friday, right to your inbox. Make it nice and easy for you at simplemindsports.com. We're going to start the show with Patriots. We got producer Ray on the email today, so these are always fun. As I said, I'm sure he did a fantastic job. Let's dive into it. Now, I just read the first paragraph. I have a lot of problems with it, but this is a show for discussion, and this is up for discussion. We're going to start with Ray's opening take. Will Campbell in a swamp ass. Specifically on day 7, reports were not only that he was struggling from a technique standpoint or just getting blown by or dominated by Keon White, but that he had conditioning issues to the point where Mike Vrabel had to light him up a little bit. Can I tell you, we haven't talked about this, and I haven't said this on the text chain. I smell a bullshit. Bullshit. That's what I smell. I smell a motivating factor from Mr. Mike Vrabel, because you have one goddamn left tackle, and he might not even be that on this team. There's no competition at that position. Since the day he was drafted, he stepped into that role, which he is probably not equipped for and will probably need a ton of fucking help all season long. And if we think we know Mike Vrabel as the motivator and the type of guy that he is, it would not surprise me one bit if he saw a little chink in this guy's armor and decided to put him in his place a little bit. Mike Vrabel to Will Campbell is what I'm talking about there. You know, the report was Will Campbell was kind of complaining how hot it was. Couldn't you just see him being like, God damn, it's fucking hot out here. What is that? Remember the Titans? You need a water break? Blue, you need a water break? When I heard that report, that's what I smelled out of it. Bobby, your thoughts on Will Campbell in a swamp ass?
Yeah, to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense as to why he would think it's so hot or even why he would be out of condition. Pretty much all reports were about him before was everything that he had in control. He was all bought in, and that he's a character guy. The only thing that he didn't have was, the requisite arms. So it doesn't make sense. I think there's some validity to that. And from what I see, what I've heard from people I trust, he can run block. He's learning the pass blocking at this level. So hopefully that's just the case. But yeah, I mean, he's obviously struggling right now. Reports aren't great, but he'll be better than Vidarian Lowe ever dreamed of being.
Yeah, and frankly, everything from training camp has to be taken with a grain of salt, and depends on who you like. You have, the Sunshine and Rainbow Patriot guys that tell you, on day 1, Will Campbell was great. blocking everything in the run game. Day 2, Keon White stood him up in one-on-ones and blew by him another time. And then he had a decent day. I'm not worried about Will Campbell. He's not your prototypical left tackle for sure. We know that from a size department. But when you compare him to, first of all, what you had last year and a Vidarian Lowe, who's still not on the field yet, who's still employed by the Patriots, by the way, he's still your backup left tackle. Keep that in mind. And then you compare him with what else is going on in this line. Your rookie left tackle with dinosaur arms is your least a problem right now, honestly. Ray, you kind of outlined it here. And the next piece, the rest of the offensive line, kind of a list of wounded. Garrett Bradbury injured. Morgan Moses missing snaps as the veteran. It is hot out there. Turnstile at left tackle, although it seems like you might have a rookie stepping in there with the third rounder there. What the hell's his name? Jared Wilson.
But he's already been named the left guard starting left guard.
Yeah, apparently he impressed.
He's been killing it at practice. Yeah, he's the only one that's been like, oh my God, this guy is a home run hit.
He looks like a player.
Yeah,
which again is, in my opinion, another giant red flag of how bad your offensive line was and probably still is. This is the thing I keep seeing on the internet for Jared Wilson. The steal of the draft for the Patriots in the 3rd round is a left guard. So I'm not, just don't shove it up my ass with the whole fucking left guard talk when you drafted this kid to be the center of the future, by the way.
Well, he's been playing center. He's been playing right guard. He's been playing right tackle. He's been playing left guard. He's been playing every position except for left tackle.
Cool. What's your opinion of Jared Wilson? He's going to take us to Super Bowl, Raymond?
No, I'm just saying, at least you have someone that can actually fill in when one of these guys gets hurt or fucking fumbles snaps like Garrett Bradbury's been doing in camp, all camp long so far. He has a bad rapport with Drake Maye. He can't hand off to Drake Maye, so it'd be nice to see Jared Wilson pop in there and take it if it need be.
I think the snap thing has been a problem with both centers, and it was a problem last year.
Yeah.
If you ask me, the under center snap thing is a Drake Maye problem, not an offensive lineman problem, because you put 4 guys.
He just learned it
there.
in the pros.
Yeah, the shotgun snaps, not one drop. Everything under center has been a problem since last year because Drake Maye has a problem with putting his hands under man's butts. I think Bedard literally said that. Like they might have to get some talcum powder or some rags or something for that sweaty asshole. I look fine. You want to take encouragement from one of your rookies looking like he could be potentially good. I just think it speaks. We know the baseline for this offensive line from last year is garbage and
worst in the league.
The player exactly. So it's not that easy. It's not that hard to be an improvement on that. Show it to me in a game. None of this really means anything to me until we get to the game, and I guess that's kind of boring to talk about. And we're here to talk about it. And you can take some encouragement from Jared Wilson. Fine. I'm not going to get too jazzed up from Jared Wilson. I'm just going to keep my expectations low if he's one of the better things coming out of camp. But we'll wait to get to the defensive side of the ball because I will give my flowers to the guy that I have my most questions about, Mr. Maye, Mr. Drake Maye, yet to throw an interception with pads on, whatever it's been, 11 straight days or 9 straight practices, whatever. Has been up and down in terms of completions and getting to the offense, but he's been a positive from everybody you talk to, everybody you read. Drake Maye's been a positive every day they've been out there.
You would be a positive if you didn't have your 2 starting cornerbacks out there on the field. That
is a problem that I'd like to in a second. I'm going to combine the Drake Maye talk, Bobby, with the wide receiver talk. Another toot from the opposite of Rich Camp. Stephon Diggs looks ready to go. Looks like the number 1 guy. Looks like he's going to be a go-to target for Maye. Pop Douglas slots right into that number 2 guy. He looks like he's ready for a good season. And Kayshon Boutte has all but solidified a place in this team through the first week and a half of training camp. You get Max Holiday coming back. And 19.
Max Hollins.
What did I say?
Holiday.
Max Holiday.
R.I.P. Drew Holiday. You got 19 other guys in that room. Chisholm, the Jalen Polk, who is still one of the best guys in the world, if you ask him.
He's as good as cut.
There's not enough spots for guys in that team. Your guy,
Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne still on there, Bobby.
Kendrick Bourne.
Give me your thoughts on the skill. Drake Maye in the skill position being one of the positives out of camp so far.
Yeah, I mean, it has been. The reports are that they've been competitive and that their offense has looked like an offense pretty much the entire time, like they've known what they're doing. One of the shows I listen to with the people, they talk about Patriot plays. They're running those old Patriot plays where you see where if it's 3rd and 7, they're going to get 8, and they're already starting to work on those things with Diggs and Douglas. I think it's very encouraging how Douglas looks in the slot role under McDaniels, that he's looked like a different player. Booty looks like he's progressing. And the team just looks like there's a level of competency in coaching. We're getting reports in general of the level of competitiveness and how the team looks and the plays that they're making with level of difficulty that we weren't getting last year. There certainly is a different vibe of level of compete that the team is showing, as opposed to just trying to get through a practice to, get reps through.
Yeah. From a 10,000 point perspective, that's probably the best news we could ask for from the last 2 to 3 years. And being an absolute shit show.
Would you look good if you were going up against Alex Austin and Marcus Jones in training camp right now?
And Marcus Dial? Yeah, you probably have some pep in your step. Ray is alluding to Christian Gonzalez going down with a hamstring injury, which as a 25-year-old best cornerback in the league is unacceptable to go down with a soft tissue at the beginning of training camp. Get yourself in shape, drink some water, get some electrolytes, you loser. You cannot allow that to happen as a young athlete. It's unacceptable. Christian Gonzalez should be getting crushed by the media. Now, everything says that he's going to be back week 1, but this guy's injury history, he hasn't shown anything that he fights his way back. Not that he's needed to on bad teams, and not to say that he could have, but it's a fucking hamstring, dude, in your first week of practices. Not good. Not good. Arrow down on Christian Gonzalez. And then across from Carlton Davis, we don't even know what
he showed up today.
He showed up last week.
Non-football injury is whatever.
No, he actually put on pads today and was out there.
Good for him. Is this the broken jaw thing? They didn't disclose anything. No,
he passed his physical. Everything's fine. They're just giving him veteran rest days because they know he only can play 10 games a year out of 17. So they're just letting him ease into training camp so he doesn't get hurt and can start the season off right.
Thank you, Raymond. I was going to go to the exact route. They're cutting his days down because they know that he's limited. And I've taken it on the chin here, talking about Drake Maye and Steph Diggs being wrong. I'm going to toot my ass off right now with the cornerback situation. For everybody talked about the Patriots having the best secondary in the league this year, you were 1 injury away from Alex Austin starting at corner. Now you're 2, and Marcus Dial is your other guy. And oh, by the way, I've been saying this for 5 years. They still don't have a free safety. There's no one playing free safety on this team.
That position's dumb. They don't even need it.
Best secondary in the league.
Get in this decade.
So stupid to think that. You need depth at the cornerback position in today's NFL. Come on.
Well, we don't have enough cash spending right now, so we can't go out and do that.
Well, we did that today in the chat. The Patriots, I forget what they're at. I think they're 15th or 11th.
Yeah. 11.
I think they're 11th.
That's where they like to be, right in the middle, baby.
They've got the most cap space, but they have spent the 11th most in cash this offseason, this year. So they've got money. They can go get Asante Samuel Jr. is out there right now. Justin Simmons is out there right now. They can go shore up that secondary if they want to. Yeah, Stephon Gilmore's out there right now. He would be a perfect backup cornerback on this Patriots team. So there's guys out there. If they walk into the season relying on Alex Austin and Marcus Dial as their backup cornerbacks,
which they will.
Watch out. I'm just
4 wins, baby. Here we go. 4 wins again.
Watch out.
Yes. 5.
Here's another thing. Here's another sneaky little thing to watch out for. This team might not be able to stop the run. And Bobby, you can take your flowers in this one. Milton Williams will not be the guy that they paid for him to be. I think he'll be good, but he will not be that guy that they paid for him to be.
Well, he's a pass rusher that just rushes through the middle. He's an undersized defensive end that guns up through a gap. He's not going to stop the run. If the running back is there on his way to the quarterback, he'll tackle him. But how often is that going to happen? They don't have that style of a line. They're going to play a whole different style. I think their run defense is Robert Spillane. If he goes down, I think that they won't be able to do anything. I think that's their plan, is for him to. He's going to stop the run. Everybody's going to shoot the gap, and he's going to go be the run stopper. That's their defense.
Yeah, they signed the big guy from Arizona. I forget his name. That's a run
Tonga.
stopper guy. Thank you, Tonga. There's another guy on that line that's bigger size, but you can't play all of them. And Christian Barmore is a similar type of player to Milton Williams. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you're right, and hopefully it works.
They need to sign the rapist from the Raiders.
He was a little kissy.
He
I know,
kissed
but
another guy on
isn't
the
that why he
forehead.
got caught for rape?
No, they kissed. He kissed the guy. His teammate.
Yeah,
on
the guy. He
forehead.
raped him. He raped the guy.
Oh, so that's what we're doing
Oh,
nowadays.
I see
Me
what we're
too.
doing.
Me
We're
too
doing
movement.
me also.
Him too.
Yeah. Christian Wilkinson is who you're talking about, who got cut from the Raiders for getting a little kissy with his teammates. Who hasn't kissed their teammates? Come on, Raiders. Real homophobic out there in Las Vegas.
We used to do all sorts of stuff to Ray on our team. Nobody got cut.
Yeah, flicking D's and whatever. Come on to New England. It's a culture thing. No problem. You can stop the run and kiss whoever you want there, Christian. Just again, media wants to zig, fans want to zig, I want to zag. I'm not sold on this team at all, and nobody should be. They've given you no reason to be. There's positives on the team, I get that, but they're the worst team in the league last year. If Gerard Mayo didn't get out-coached in a loss by the Bills in the last game of the season to lose the number 1 overall pick. Keep that in mind. They were the worst team in the league last year. So they only have up to go. You've got joint practices with the Commanders a week from Friday. And the latest news out of there is Terry McLaurin wants a trade because the Commanders are idiots. And they're paying fat Deebo Samuel $20 million a year, and they won't give Terry McLaurin an extra 10 or however far they are apart. How do you screw that up? How do you go, if you're the Commanders, from one of the laughable franchises in pro sports, the FBI makes you sell the team and Dan Snyder runs to Mexico or whatever, and then you turn the team around in one offseason, you draft Jaden Daniels, you have go to the playoffs, you're a couple plays away from the NFC Championship, and then you don't sign your best player who's been gutting it out for nearly a decade in that shitstorm over $12 million or whatever it's going to be. Woof. That's like Patriot-esque right there, man.
It is true. You guys sold me on them last time. Make the trade.
Will they make the trade, Raymond? Patriots for Terry McLaurin?
Oh, God, no, they won't, but
they will do.
Go for it.
I mean, we get this all the time. When CeeDee Lamb was disgruntled, wanted a new contract. When Jamar Chase, everyone was like, oh, we're going to get this high-profile wide receiver. It never happens. Kraft is not going to open up that checkbook. This is the roster we have unless there's a injury that they need to go out and replace someone. This is it. This is what we have on the table. Terry McLaurin will not be a New England Patriot.
Significantly more likely we give short-term money to one of those guys that are free agents than ever trading for that sort of a $100 million contract.
Yeah, it's definitely the contract that's it's probably gonna take a second round pick and some roster fodder to get Terry McLaurin at this point in time. If he gets traded, I'm with you, Ray. I don't think so. I think Commanders pony up and give him a short-term deal and some short money, and they figure it out. That's generally what's happened with the wide receivers in the NFL outside of DK Metcalf, and I don't know what the hell Seattle's doing, given quarterback. Sam Darnold, thank you. Sam Darnold, $100 million, and then letting your best 2 wide receivers go doesn't make a ton of sense, but
That's why Seattle.
I guess.
Obviously, they're on some really good weed.
The weed.
At least they're feeling good. I don't see the Commanders doing that, and the Patriots are certainly not giving them that money. But the free agents you mentioned, Bobby, what I sent out, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, both still out there, both veteran guys. I know everyone's real high on the Keyshawn Booties of the world and Pop Douglas and Kendrick Bourne, but if you can slot Keenan Allen next to Steph Diggs or Mari Cooper on the outside with Mac Hollins, one more veteran in that place, and ditch fucking Jalen Polk.
Oh, yeah.
You got money. Go use it, please, somewhere. You still have needs.
I was going to reply to your text earlier, but then 40 texts from Bill after. I couldn't get it in there, so I was like, I'll wait for the show. Sounds like Amari Cooper's waiting for someone to get hurt in training camp to then get signed by a team. He wants to wait.
He's waiting for an injury.
That's what he said. He came out and said that.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a for a veteran guy. They don't want to go through training camp. That's been done before.
Yeah,
it's been done before. All right, well, keep your eye on it. There you go. Any final thoughts there for the Patriots training camp?
No.
Let's get it over with.
Get Joe Mazzulla out of there.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there, Joe.
Yeah.
Don't affect the Patriots too, you bastard.
Throw it over to headlines with the obvious one.
Yeah, thank you there, Richard. Patriots start joint practices with the Washington Commanders next week ahead of their first preseason game Friday at Gillette Stadium. The trade deadline came and went for the MLB, and Craig Breslow finished his paint-by-numbers picture just in time to see every contending team making moves except his own. The Sox did absolutely nothing. The Celtics are still actively trying to make moves. Anthony Simon's name is being floated out in the rumor mill to any team that will take that god-awful contract. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you, Chief, with 10 questions with the guy named Ron.